Oh, all right, all right. So, hey, listen. On cue. Hey, Atsuki, how are you? So, I had to think about this character, and I was thinking, uh, like the, I was thinking that it's a bit clunky. He has a like a briefcase. It's like it's a little bit old, an old idea, right? That you have things in a briefcase, and not really what um, drug dealers do. Hey Bruno Romanos, Algane, Gria, Georg, Örjan, Kirill, Red Clay Skull, Quentin. Fantastic. Fantastic people. So I was thinking, it's like, it's a little bit over explained. Um, so I was thinking, how could I do something cool with the idea of him showcasing drugs, right? Hey Amir, how's it going? And if you guys remember yesterday, I was talking that the arm was segmented and kind of wrapping into itself. So that brought me an idea of a solution, a solution to it. Um, so I'm gonna try to do that solution today, and keep working on this guy. Um, but the idea that I got was um, that if he's has a segmented arm, it would be cool that he's actually like hiding the drugs inside his arm, so he can like fold out the arm, and the arm itself has the vials in there, like the designer drug. I think that would be a cool idea. I'm a bit unsure about the vials, but let's just let's just put them there for the time being. Hey Flindau, how's it going? Of course, Red Clay, man. I'm a huge fan of cyberpunk. I've always been doing cyberpunk designs and always been a fan of it ever since in the um, in the 90s there was a tabletop RPG game called Mutant, and ever since then I was a huge fan. And then of course I played Shadowrun, the old school version of it, of course. So I'm definitely a big fan of cyberpunk, and the idea itself is for me very exciting, like dirty technology. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's happening here? Thank you very much, Red Clay Skull, for the subscription, man. Much appreciated. And I will, for you, Red Clay, I will set up um, your very own sketchbook on the Discord. So, as a thank you for the support, I will spend extra time in your sketchbook giving you constructive feedback if you so wish. Hey, Flindau, how's it going? Hey, Rags, good morning. Red Clay. I don't think he needs the suitcase. And like I said, I think it's an what's it called? A moot idea, like not warranted, right? It's a void. Well, I think the issue with I have with the suitcase it's such a dated thing. I don't think they would wear, like what drug dealer walks around with a suitcase? I mean that they stopped doing that in the 80s, kind of. Rags. Well, Shadowrun was like a cyberpunk RPG, um, much like Dungeons and Dragons. Like the you sit by a table and play with challenges and stuff. Hey there, Bart. How's it going? Torbod, what up, yo? Amir, that's a good point. Red Clay, absolutely. It's like, hey, do you want some wares? And open the code. By the way, Red Clay, you now have the power of the gang sign. Hey, YLMC, thanks for the host. Hey, Marichi, how's it going? The thing is, he should definitely, he should definitely point to the drugs. Um, I also, ever since I started sketching, I was really annoyed by the face, that like he's looking away from the camera. So I'm gonna turn the head more towards us, in return be able to give him a little bit more expression. Um, I'd like I'd like the thing is with like when you're doing an animation, like his let's say he extends his arm out. Um, my issue with that is like the idea itself is a cool idea, right? I'm gonna keep that for later. Like it needs to be a clear visible alteration, right? Like he should like fold his hand in, or the fingers should become something, right? We need to that looks broken when you turn it inwards like that, but we need to be able to see somehow that he's like folded he has folded his limb in a weird unnatural way. I don't like any of these solutions I've sketched so far, but it needs to show that something special has happened, I think. Like it just can't elongate the the arm, you know? Maybe just a better reveal style. Like it maybe it opens up like that, or could have like subtle secondary animations in there, like a vending machine almost. Like there's railing that folds down, maybe that keeps them in, and shoot. Yeah, I kind of like that. Well, it's getting there. It's getting there. I wouldn't say I'm super happy with it, but the fact that it's a little bit better at least makes me calmer. Red clay skull. That's a pretty cool idea. It's a pretty cool idea. But he's a high-end drug dealer. The topic from Atsuki yesterday was high-end drug dealer. So for me, high-end doesn't have like a pimp. Isn't like a pimp with like a like she has it hidden in her body. That's not high-end. That's more like mid-range, low-end drug dealer, right? Like they need to hide it from the police. This guy is just so much more high-end that like he doesn't need to hide it, right? Because he's so he doesn't like need to hide it from the police because he's rich. He moves in people's surroundings where they don't need where he doesn't need to worry. You know, all he does need to do is not look too much like a criminal. Örjan, you said medium, and Atski said high end all the way, verbatim. So that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be high end. Yeah, that's what kind of started doing Red Clay, a little bit more suit like stuff, just to help him look like more like he's dressed rather than bodysuit. Because high end, they want probably a little bit more fashion as well. Algani, it's a good point. I was thinking that, like, if he's a drug dealer, high end, does he need a gun? But then again, like a golden gun, gun laws probably, they probably everyone probably has a gun. Um, if it's cyberpunk, everyone straps most likely, and then he would be vulnerable. I mean, if he wouldn't have a gun, uh, if he didn't have a gun, he would need a bodyguard, right? He would have a guard with a gun. Hey, Zalian, how's it going? That's what I would what's it say? How do you say it? Claim. No. Did I start the timer? Yeah, I did. Kind of something. I wanted a little bit more pattern there, but the risk is that it makes it look. I don't know. It makes the arm feels a little bit too industrial. That's what I'm struggling with at the moment. It doesn't feel like it could be a real arm that's hidden. Uh, I don't. I can sit and doodle forever uh, until I find that design. But for the sake of 30 minutes, um, let's try to move forward. Amir, that's a good point. That's a pretty good point. Jacob Mowgli. Tom Cool, yeah, I didn't like um, the briefcase. It signaled the old technology. This guy is high end. Right, so let's open up the leg. Let's remove the gun. But I did. You see that was a little bit of residue from the gold there in the from the gun, which I really liked. And I think I'll add gold details to this guy to put him in high-end specs. You know, like he has gold decorations. I think that would be cool. Little bit of gold uh, things, and he could have his gun here, kind of poking out. You could like create some sort of rail system that he slots the gun in. I know the gun doesn't really come off as a gun at the moment, but it's okay. Because I'm gonna do line art on everything. I just want to establish the idea, right? That's gonna be on the inside of the leg. That's pretty cool. That's cool. That's way better. That's a way better idea. Hey, children, Captain Bounce! Does he need a waistcoat with deep pockets? Mm, probably a joke that I don't understand. Yeah, I am not super keen on the arm at all. The way it's revealed, um, like the reveal aspect of the arm. Maybe it opens up like like a flower, but the segments of the flower being so if top and bottom of the arm open like that, and in the towards the elbow. Let me sketch it again. So here's the elbow that opens like that, and then where the hand is, it opens towards us. So seen from above, it would be like a clasp there and like that. So that it interlocks like that. So when he opens, one opens up. Like that, and the other opens the other direction. You know, so up, down, left, right. Hey, thank you very much, Jacob Mobley. On Monday morning, Monday warm up, we're gonna continue, but I noodle on it a little bit every day, so it's slowly getting there. Monday morning, you'll get an update, and I'll sit and fiddle with it. I think that recipe of just one day a week works best because as an illustration, you know, it's not very exciting to just see me noodle for 30 minutes. It's much more fun to see a sketch being built. But so one day a week, I think is fine. Captain Bob's. Uh, I have worked with CD Projekt Red, yes, before, but I'm not working on Cyberpunk. We helped a little bit out on Witcher 3, a tiny bit. But we are not working with CD Projekt Red at the moment. So this is all just, and not at all for Cyberpunk. But I do love Cyberpunk. This is not for Cyberpunk 2077. but I'm a cyberpunk fan, of course, of the genre and the game. Hey, White Math, how's it going, man? What up, yo? Nice to meet you. Yeah, slowly getting there. Boy, my son just standing outside my office making noises. Yeah, 10 minutes left. We're good. We're in a good stage. Okay. Kind of. Man, this arm. There's some cool images being shared on Discord in terms of CD Projekt Red's Cyberpunk 2077. I think it was Atsuki who shared it and showed what the game looked like, actually looked like scenarios or concepts. Really cool, really exciting. Um, the video game? No, I didn't play Cyberpunk the video game. I played the tabletop Cyberpunk genre tabletop games, not the Shadowrun. Actually, yeah, I did Shadowrun a bit, but that wasn't like my favorite one. Captain Pose, yeah, no, I don't zoom. There's no point in zooming in yet. Because at this point, it's all about how you read the character. It's not about the details. Um, because I'm not trying to perfect the shapes in the sense of um, final tweaks. It's all of just now it's just down to finding the correct rhythm, and it wouldn't matter if I zoomed in because I'm working on the everything as a whole. And when I do the final line art, yeah, I'll zoom in so I can distribute the information correctly and make noisy versus calm areas and work on the shapes correctly. And but at this point, it's all just about the idea. So I don't need to have zoom because it won't matter. I can get the same fidelity zoomed out. And also, think about it. On pen and paper, there's no zoom. Tomko zooms out in shame. It's true though. It's true though. Oh man, this arm is bugging the shit out of me. If it is a little bit better. It comes across as stringy though, which is not at all what I wanted. I wanted to feel like mechanical. But It's getting somewhere. Could have gold. Oh, could be like a gold accent in there. To help bring the eye in. Yeah, that's better. That works a lot better. That makes me happy. Hey, Patty, how's it going? That's fantastic, Captain Boss. Yeah, black and gold is super tasty. How's the baby, by the way, Captain Boss? Man, so happy that you're a father. It's a big step. I remember not the moment I met my son. Oh, I remember the moment, but that wasn't when I realized that. When I realized, well, like when he was home sleeping with my wife, they were napping during the day or something, and I looked at them and I looked at him and I went, oh shit, I could die for this little thing. Like this little creature is more important than my life. And at that moment, like I felt like true love, or whatever you can call it. That realization, I remember, like I don't matter anymore. It's like now it's all about this guy. Captain Boss, that's great. Good pattern. Make sure that you try to keep a pattern with the baby. Like same time every day, feed it the same way every day, and it'll strive. The more random your day is, the more random the sleep is and the behavior of the baby at the very beginning. Obviously, it's going to be random in the beginning because the baby doesn't know how to live life outside of the womb, and you don't know how to take care of this new person yet fully. So, of course, it's going to be a period of adjustment and learning, but just try to be as regular as possible, and you'll see how much easier it's going to be. A little bit of a pro tip. Hey, Ricky. Well, you should be glad that you have a meeting and you have a job. So we'll hold the fort over here while you're in your meeting, Eric, and then you just join in. You just join in, sir. And that arm is annoying me. Apparently, I have issues with the arms today. Finding a nice shape to it. That's what I'm struggling with at the moment. Okay. What I need to do is enhance, first of all, enhance the difference between the two arms, so that it's a clear, like, I was gonna say ejaculation, but that's not at all what the word I was looking for. Ejection, maybe. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for. I have no idea. Buddy, I'm fine. I am fine, sir. Or maybe, miss. Hey, Flow Wizard, you're back. Exciting. Exciting times when the Flow Wizard's back. Alright, so we're getting somewhere, I'd say, with the concept now. He has his foldable glasses. He has his extension arm, and he has a cigarette. But he shouldn't have a cigarette like that. He should have he should have maybe what are they called? They're called something specific. There's his cigarette in there. Something. Needs something. He can't have a cigarette. Yeah, absolutely. The second child is like, I've been here before. But the first kid was like, what? Shit. Flow Wizard. Yeah, the idea is that this is a topic by Atsuki, if I remember correctly, where a topic is drug dealer, high-end drug dealer. So the previous version, the drug dealer was holding a briefcase with like a tinted window. And I was thinking, you know, it doesn't feel modern. It doesn't feel. It feels like in 90s or 80s, you know, briefcase with drugs in it. So now he hides the ampules of vials of drugs in his arm, so he can like extend it and offer his wares on the spot. Algani, he's gonna have a little bit of oily hair, I imagined. A little bit Italian. Was his not? He's not Italian, but Italian slash Antonio Banderas type uh, type deal. So obviously he can't be super. That cigarette in his mouth is super stupid. He can't be very extra clean, but he's also not dirty. So he can move in the circles of the upper class, right? But um, he we have to see that he is a little bit dirty. Dirty. All right, all right. I like the changes. He's becoming Bjork. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking that he needs something special. Maybe he has an augmented cheek, and the cheek uh, he has a constant cigarette in his cheek, fitted in his cheek, so he can just close the mouth and puff. Let's do that. That's high end, right? Like he doesn't need to hold a cigarette. It's already like a vaporizer in his cheek, and he can just puff away. Flow Wizard, no, no. The low end drug dealers, yeah, but the high end, they'd never get high on their own supply, as they say. Cheeky smoker. There we go. There we go. Um, all right. He has his foldable third eye glasses. For those who don't know, I had this idea that they can fold up into the center of his face like a third eye, and then when he wants them down, they kind of fall down. I think so. I think, and then now he has the cheek implant where he can um, smoke as much as you want. I think that's pretty cool. All right. Georg. Yeah. All right. We need to show the weird wrist. I really like that from the original hand there we did on the other side. Spindly fingers. I think it was Zeolin yesterday that said the fingers should be thin. Anyways. Alright, time's up. One last thing, I want him to have gold knuckles. Why not, eh? So it feels like he has gold rings. Ah, something. Flow Wizard, yeah, very much. It could easily be a hidden compartment. In this compartment, he has his gun. So he could definitely have hidden elements in his body. This guy would definitely walk up and give you some nice supplies. Supplies that are high-end, tailored for your experience, but you would probably don't want anything to do with him in general. Something like that. Yeah, I think I'll put some gold in there on the shoes as well. For now, I'll just put a triangle of gold on the heel, and maybe there. The rest I'll solve. Flow Wizard, yeah, something like that I had in mind. That he's augmented himself, at least his arms, and probably a leg or something. He lost legs. Anyways, let's look at she's playing. Let's have a look at creative. Oh, tits and ass, tits and ass. Just tits and ass. Surprise, surprise. That looks pretty cool though. Even though it's a little bit border of tits and ass. But let's rate that one. I have no idea. Stealth umbrella, Gria. Is that the technical term? G21 mm. Or MIM? No, mm. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining in. Thank you very much for the subscription, Red Clay Skull. You will get your personal sketchbook on the Discord. Make sure to join. Have a great day, everyone. See you guys tomorrow morning for more fun. I think I'll start doing more refined concept of the dealer. Anyways, have a great one. Catch you tomorrow. Much appreciated for all the support. Keep it real, everyone. Bye.